Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Norn9 of our Commons. And today we are going to start on Masamune's path. So, there's not really much to say since it's his first episode, so we'll just hop right into things. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Here we go, Masamune. Chapter 2. Okay, looks like everyone's picked a partner. So here's the pair breakdown. Kakeru and Senri, Sakuya and Mikoto, Ron and Nanami, Akito and Heishi. Got it? Great. Now let's all get to know our new partners and have some fun, okay?
And that's how all the pairs were formed. We all stayed within the same teams though, so I guess some things might not change too much, even though we're in pairs and not teams. Besides, as long as I get to be with everyone, everything will be fun.
Man, I get to be partners with Senri? Awesome! Now we can both work on fixing your bad shut-in habits together. Won't that be so much fun?
Beep! You have to be kidding me.
I'm not going to come out of my room for anything! Oh, really? You're going to lock yourself into your room, which doesn't have a working door? I'd like to see that. Kakeru, don't overdo it. I know.
What kind of warning is that, Toya? Can't you just tell him not to bother me, period? All he does is ruin my peaceful, quiet life as it is.
Man, Senri, you exaggerate too much. Come on, man, this is gonna be good times.
Oh dear, did I do something wrong?
No. Well, okay, maybe. I might need to keep a closer eye on those two for a while.
Mr. Masamune turned around to face me and extended his hand to me.
I look forward to being partners with you, Koharu.
Thank you, Mr. Masamune.
Oh, do you mind if we shake on it?
Shake?
Oh yeah, shaking hands. It's an expression of friendliness.
Oh, right. My book on manners mentioned handshakes, but I'd never shook hands before. Friendliness. When was the last time I got to start a new relationship with someone on friendly terms? I look forward to being your partner, too.
You really haven't had much exposure to other people, have you? Hey, guys. I want to join up with you, too. I got left in the cold. Itsuki.
Oh, right. Mikoto's team only had 3 people, so Mr. Itsuki must have been the leftover.
You're up for it, right, Koharu? I'm super fun to hang out with. Plus, I can teach you scads of new and very interesting things. Hey.
Really?
Really?
Once I came here, I realized there were so many things I didn't understand. I know I must have caused so much extra trouble for everyone. So I would really be grateful if you could teach me what I need to know, so I don't have to be such a burden to everyone.
Oh, you are so adorably cheerful. Sure, I will teach you everything you need to know. From party manners to bedding techniques.
Bedding techniques?
Oh, those are the most fun. See you. That's enough, Itsuki. Oh, drat. Looks like your chaperone was still around. Who are you calling a chaperone? Well, if you're not, then we would appreciate being left alone for some private lesson time. Isn't that right, Koharu?
Oh dear, this conversation got really confusing really fast. I don't know what to say next.
Enough, Itsuki. Sarata doesn't have a partner either. You can go keep him company and teach him. Aw, man. I got to be a babysitter now? Well, that sucks. Sheesh, why does he have to be such a handful?
Mr. Masamune heaved a heavy sigh. I didn't understand what they were talking about, but I did know that sigh meant he was very, very tired.
Koharu.
Yes, sir.
What do you think of Kakeru?
I think he is a nice and kind person.
How about Senri?
I haven't spoken with Mr. Senri much yet, but he was helpful when I went looking for the gloves. I'm sure he must be nice too.
And Itsuki.
Mr. Itsuki? I think he's, nice. Oh dear, did I say something wrong?
No, it's okay. You're right, he isn't a bad person at heart. Look, just, if you don't understand something, come ask me about it right away, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Good. Next, I guess we should figure out... Whoa, is it this late already? Sorry, I have to go report to the world. Why don't you go back to your room and wait?
Okay. With that, Mr. Masamune quickly strolled off to somewhere in the depths of the ship. He must be very busy with all those reports he has to give to the world. I should go do what he asked me to, and head back to my room. I wonder if that means that he is in direct contact with the world. I don't know very much about things, but even I'd heard about the world. It was a serious, powerful thing, and everybody obeyed it. I couldn't imagine what it could possibly be like to talk to something that huge. Which language do they talk in? I'm sure the world has to know all of them. A loud crashing sound made me jump. I looked around but couldn't see what made it. Where did that noise come from? Are we under attack again? Aha! I think it came from over there. Huh? Oh! What is that smell? It stinks so badly, it's making my nose hurt. Ew! I think I just stepped in something. Oh no, Mr. Akito! I'm so sorry. I had no idea you would be taking a nap right here on the floor. I stepped right on you. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. Are you okay?
Please, you have to stop them.
It's a dire situation. It's probably, Heishi and Nanami are cooking. Them?
Wash it first, then let it soak for hours.
Huh? Wash what, Mr. Akito?
Simmer it until it's soft. Drain it thoroughly. Thoroughly, you hear? Then, you add the bacteria. Let it ferment for hours and...
Mr. Akito! Oh no! Hang in there, Mr. Akito! He passed out! What was he talking about? Simmer what? Ferment what?
Oh, hey, what you up to? Oh my god, the cooking is so bad that Ron is wearing a gas mask.
Nothing. I heard a really loud noise, so I came to check what it was, but,
Oh, that. Yeah, I heard it from outside. Woke me right up out of my nap. You're standing still as a statue. What's up?
Nothing. I was just, surprised. That's all. My, your sunglasses are very nice. He's not wearing his sunglasses, he's wearing a gas mask.
You think so? Thanks.
Do you know what's causing the smell?
Me? Why don't you try asking them?
Them? Ew, the smell is getting stronger. What on earth could be causing it?
You know, something about this seems kinda off. I thought it was supposed to have like a softer, more mellow aroma to it.
Mild. Like maybe milk.
Yeah, maybe. It was white and sticky looking, kinda like milk.
Nanami! Mr. Heishi! What are you two doing?
Oh, hey Koharu. We were just trying to ferment some soybeans to make natto.
Natto? Why would you want to make that? Because we wanted to eat it. Natto has a lot of vitamins and protein. Oh, so that's why it smells. No, wait! Natto isn't supposed to smell this bad. Why are they acting like everything is normal? Don't they notice the smell at all? Ugh! I can't take any more of the stench. I need to find someone and get help. But who?
No, absolutely not! I will go nowhere near that malodorous nightmare. I'm not leaving my room. Maybe if we just turn the whole dining hall into a flower bed, that might help. She just knows everybody else's responses.
I think that would probably cause more problems than it would solve. I breathed in those odors for too long. I clawed at the air, desperately hoping for something to hang on to. My hands found nothing, though. I helplessly collapsed to the ground.
You okay, Koharu?
Huh? Mr. Masamune, I thought he went to give his report to the world.
How many times do I have to tell you two not to brew up poisonous concoctions? Hey, this isn't poison, it's natto. There's nothing poisonous about natto. What you make is nothing like natto. It smells so bad that it's knocking people unconscious, and you two think it's edible? Dump it out and clean up the kitchen now. Ron, stop standing around like a mannequin and help Akito up.
As he shouted orders to everyone, Mr. Masamune started opening windows around the dining hall. Fresh air! I might live through this. With each wonderful gust of air, my headache and nausea started to clear up. When I felt well enough to sit up, Mr. Masamune had already tossed out the source of the noxious stench and cleaned up.
How are you feeling?
Much better, thank you.
You still look pale. You should go back to your room and rest. Come on, I'll walk you there. God, if they want to cook, fine, but can they just follow a recipe? All they do is waste food and create problems. Maybe I should ban them from using the kitchen.
Mr. Masamune, are you sure you don't have to go back to giving your report?
Oh, that. I finished that up.
He did. I guess he must have come straight here right after he got done with it. He must be really tired by now. I shouldn't burden him any further. Thank you, but I think I can make it back to my room on my own. Why don't you take a break?
No, stop!
Was that Mr. Senri?
Looks like it. What are those two getting up to this time?
Mr. Masamune sighed, exhaustedly rubbing his temple with 2 fingers.
Sorry, Koharu. Can you make it back to your room yourself so I can deal with this?
Okay.
Thanks. Go get some rest, okay? Feel free to call me if you need anything. Koharu, is something wrong? Why are you just standing there staring off into space?
Oh, Mikoto! Mr. Sakuya! Hello!
Are you all by yourself today? I thought you and Masamune were paired up.
Yeah, you see, Mr. Masamune is...
Come on, Senri. Do you really think you can beat me in a foot race?
Eee!
Hey, you two! No running in the hallways. Oh, that explains it.
Yeah, it seems like Mr. Masamune is a very, very busy man.
He is the responsible sort after all. You mean he is easily guilt-tripped into handling everybody's messes?
Everybody's messes?
You know that Kakeru picks on Senri fully expecting that Masamune will intervene. It's hard to tell if that's kindness or cruelty on his part. Whichever the case, a true fight between espers would be a disaster. Masamune is the grease that keeps the ship smoothly functioning.
After that, the day passed in a whirlwind, and I went to sleep not knowing if Mr. Masamune had a chance to take a break at all.
Look, just, if you don't understand something, come ask me about it right away, okay? You mean he is easily guilt-tripped into handling everybody's messes?
I might be another one of those messes that Mr. Masamune feels he has to deal with. No, I can't let myself get depressed. I have to step up and learn to be a better person. Now is not the time for sleep. I should read my book on manners and prepare for tomorrow.
Koharu, hello? You'll trip if you don't pay more attention.
Oh, right! I'm very sorry.
You don't need to apologize to me for that. Are you okay? You're looking a little tired.
I guess I'm a little.
Well, I'm sure you're still trying to get used to life aboard the ship, but don't push yourself, okay?
Mr. Masamune, what about you? Are you making sure to get enough rest too?
I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me. Now, if you start to feel the fieldwork is too much for you, that's fine. Just let me know, okay?
Thank you, but I can handle this. It's not bad at all. Even though Mr. Masamune must be really busy, he still takes the time to think about me. I have to make sure I don't cause any extra worry for him.
It'll be just the two of us today. There's a lot of field to cover, so it won't be easy.
Okay, what is it that you'd like me to do first?
Weeding is first, then watering. If the both of us work together, it shouldn't take long.
Oh, look! Mr. Sakuya is here. Is he by himself? Whenever I see him, Mikoto is usually somewhere nearby.
That's not good. Hey, Sakuya, where's Mikoto? Is it Itsuki again? Itsuki? Itsuki who?
Mr. Sakuya smiled. It was the same slight, elegant smile as always, but... Is it just me, or does it somehow seem scary this time?
Ease up, would you? When you're mad, the temperature on the whole ship drops 3 degrees. It's about Mikoto again, isn't it? Mad? Me? Perish the thought. I am only being concerned for her, as she has this very persistent gnat buzzing around her. I am going to have to do something about that bug one of these days. What is the best way to exterminate it, do you think?
I don't think I've ever seen Mr. Sakuya this angry before. I wonder if Mr. Itsuki did something to Mikoto he shouldn't have.
It truly is the ugliest, most stubborn thing. We might just have to depart the ship and head to our destination by ourselves.
What?
It's alright, I'll go talk to him. Sorry, Koharu. Why don't you head on up? I'll make my way up there as soon as I can.
Oh, okay. I went up to the second floor by myself. Crouching down in a corner of a field, I started weeding while thinking about Mr. Masamune. We didn't get to spend too much time together, but I could tell what kind of person he was just from what I'd seen. He would never decline someone's request. If someone looked like they needed help, he would assist. No matter how tough the problem, he always made it his business to try to help. I'm sure he could just leave the others to fix their own problems sometimes. He doesn't need to help them every single time. I didn't want him to have to strain himself. I wished he would make time for himself. I wanted him to get some rest, but... It's strange. Watching Mr. Masamune do all that for everyone makes me feel all warm and tingly inside. I wonder why. Mr. Masamune still hasn't come up. I hope everything's okay. There isn't anything I can do to help him in this case. I can't do much to cool Mr. Sakuya's temper or say anything to Mr. Itsuki. Boy, it sure is harder than I expected to be useful to people. I'm supposed to be Mr. Masamune's partner. But it doesn't really feel like we're partners right now. Maybe that's because we don't get to spend much time together. Phew, there. I think that should do it. I just finished watering when I heard footsteps. As I turned around, Mr. Masamune walked up to me, breathing heavily.
Sorry, that took a lot longer than I expected it to.
Will Mr. Sakuya and Mr. Itsuki be okay?
Yeah. They'll live, I guess.
His reply didn't sound too confident. Mr. Masamune really is a busy person. Maybe I should have just gone along with him, just in case I could have helped. No, I don't know if I could have done anything to help.
Anyway, I'm sorry for making you wait. Guess it's time to get started on this field. What? Everything looks wet, and I don't see a single weed anywhere.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think waiting was a good idea, so I started without you.
You did all this by yourself?
Yeah, I hope I didn't mess anything up. Mr. Masamune looked across the entire field.
Not that I can see. It looks like you did an amazing job.
The weeding and watering weren't so tough. I was really happy to hear Mr. Masamune compliment me, even though it was simple work.
That's a lot of work for one person to do all by herself. Are you sure you aren't exhausted?
Only when he mentioned it did I finally realize that my hands stung. I am feeling a little tired after that, but... Nope, I'm not tired. I just had to do some weeding and watering. You had the much tougher job.
Koharu.
In fact, if you want, I'll do all the weeding and watering all by myself. I like doing these kind of chores anyway.
No, making a young lady do all this work all by herself is completely out of the question. It won't happen again.
But I want to help you, Mr. Masamune. If there is anything I can do, please let me know. I'd be happy to do it. Mr. Masamune?
It's nothing. Sorry. Anyway, let's say we go take a break then.
Okay. Along the way, I stopped by my room to change out of my dirty clothes. A tea break with Mr. Masamune. I wonder what we'll talk about. Thinking about it, this will be the first time he and I will be able to sit down and have a proper chat all by ourselves.
Alright, I'll head off to my bath then. Already? That's way earlier than normal. Itsuki said he picked up some really good bath salts. Some of us decided we were going to give them a shot tonight. Bath salts? That doesn't sound like the type of thing you'd normally care about. They're the alcoholic variety. Well, that explains it. The what variety? Alcoholic bath salts? What? You're all underage, so you better make sure that none of it ends up in your mouth. Am I clear? Yeah. Anyway, I hear you invited a girl to have some tea. Smooth move, Masamune. We're just taking a break. Want to join us? No, I wouldn't dream of intruding. Oh, and I'll make sure the tub gets drained and everything. Just drop it, would you? Sheesh. Is this Kakeru's towel? He must have forgotten to take it with him. I guess I should go get it back to him.
I wonder what type of snacks Mr. Masamune likes. Sweets, or does he like salty things better? I have so many things to ask when we have tea. Now, where was his room again? Boy, this ship is so big, it's hard to remember where everything is. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Ron?
What's up?
Could you please tell me where I can find Mr. Masamune's room?
Masamune? Oh, you mean Toya?
Oh wow, Mr. Ron remembers Mr. Masamune's name. He has such trouble with everyone else's. I wonder if that means they're friends.
I saw him head over to the baths a little while ago.
The baths? This early in the day?
Yep, maybe he's gonna clean them or something.
He's cleaning them. But he said he was going to take a break with me. Mr. Masamune. You are such a hard worker. I should go help him. I like cleaning. Thank you very much, Mr. Ron.
No problem, girl.
Is she gonna walk in on Kakeru naked?
Wait a sec. I sorta kinda remember somebody saying I was supposed to clean the baths today. Oh well.
Does that really have any bearing on anything?
Man, when you said it'd be a booze bath, I didn't expect that it was gonna be this thin. Well, we are all technically minors. We can't go too far overboard. Hey, guys, is Kakeru in there? Yeah, he's here. Kakeru Masamune is calling you. What? Here already? What about your little tea party? It's not a tea party. I'm headed over there now. You just forgot your towel. Here. Ah, oops. Thanks, man. You are such a convenient guy to have around. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Ugh, so hot in here. Hey, Toya, get me something cool to drink. Hey, I'm not your underling, you know. If you want something, you'll have to get it yourself.
Mr. Masamune! Don't tell me she walked in there. Oh my god. I'm here to help you clean the...
Man, that was a great bath. Itsuki, whoa! Stay in the water! Huh? Koharu, could you please come over here a minute?
Mr. Masamune patiently explained to me what had happened, making me realize how I just messed up. Then he stood with me when I apologized to everyone for barging into their bath. There I go again, causing more trouble for Mr. Masamune. Now how am I supposed to face him? That night, I couldn't fall asleep. Eventually, I just gave up sleep and went out for a walk. I was just trying to help Mr. Masamune, but when I tried, I wound up causing more harm than good. I knew I was naive about many things. That's why I'd made a point of reading lots of books and going into town to watch how people acted. But
You're that monster who lives out on the hill. We're bringing you free food. Why did you have to come here? Wait, did you come to burn down the village?
that's right, Good evening, Mr. Senri. Huh? You weren't coming over here because you needed something?
I like this spot. I come here because it's quiet near the water, and usually deserted. But if someone's here, then the spot loses its appeal to me.
Oh dear, I'm sorry. I'll go back to my room then. Please stay, I'll leave you be.
Don't tell me this is one of your favorite spots too.
Oh, no. I was thinking about so many things I couldn't sleep, so I went for a walk, and I just sort of ended up here.
You think about things? You don't seem like you do. That's really rude, again.
I know. I don't think I've ever sat down and given something some good hard thought in a long time. Mr. Senri, can I ask you a question?
I am under no obligation to answer you. Ask somebody else. Would you please stop looking at me with that kicked puppy look in your face? Sheesh, I have no idea what your question is, but I don't know much. You would be better off asking Yuiga or Toya instead.
Really? But you know so much more about everything than I do.
Well, yes. I would best do in terms of simple volume of knowledge, given that you've spent your entire life alone.
Yep.
Did it not depress you even an iota to hear that spoken aloud? You agreed to it so easily. Ah well, what is it you want to ask?
What do you think is the best way not to cause anyone trouble?
That question has nothing at all to do with the volume of knowledge someone would have.
Really?
Yes, it's simple. Just stay away from people altogether.
Just stay away from people.
If you don't interact with anyone, then there's no way for you to cause them any trouble or accidentally hurt them. It's all very logical, don't you think? Get out! Don't ever come back here again! Please, I beg you! Just go away!
Well, I already knew that was one possible answer. After all, I'd already lived by those rules for most of my life. I went to live all by myself and stayed away from absolutely everybody. I hadn't burned anything down for 9 whole years. Do you stay in your room all the time because you don't want to hurt anybody either?
No, the opposite.
The opposite? Then...
Are you satisfied now? Good. You can have this place for tonight. I'm leaving. What? You want to dissolve our partnership?
I nodded once, firmly. You are a very busy person, Mr. Masamune. Being partners with me does nothing but give you even more things to deal with. Oh, how about you pair up with Yuiga? I'm sure he could help you. That means Mr. Senri would be my new partner, I guess. Everybody knows how he never leaves his room ever, so, I guess I would do the same. I'd stay in my room and never come out. That would be best. Yeah, that's for the best. I should have done this from the start.
Just about everyone on the ship has a strong personality and little inclination to cooperate. They break down doors, stink up the dining hall, throw Hyokos around, pick on each other, and poke their noses into other people's businesses. Yes, handling all that is exhausting, but it's my job.
Your job? What does he mean by that? Could this be another thing the world told him he was supposed to do?
But, job or not. Sheesh, partners or not, I don't think I can just ignore you anymore.
What?
You think Itsuki's a nice guy. You wander into the men's bath without a second thought.
I'm sorry.
If you're going to apologize about it, let me stay your partner. If you wander off where I can't keep an eye on you, I'd be worried sick. I want you to be my partner for my own sake, okay? Or is that too much to ask? You don't look too pleased with the idea.
No, it's not that. It's just... there is so much I just don't understand. Because I don't, I'll probably accidentally cause you even more trouble on top of what you already have to deal with.
Do you regret coming here?
Oh, I'm very happy that I get to be here with everyone. But I don't want to hurt anyone or cause anyone any trouble. That's why I lived alone in the hills for so long. That way I didn't hurt anyone. I came here because I wanted to see if I could find a different way to do that.
A different way not to hurt people.
Right.
I'll tell you right now, that doesn't exist.
Huh?
No matter how smart or wise you are, people are still going to hurt and be hurt by one another. But that's not enough to stop people. They learn from their actions. The experience makes them stronger and teaches them to be kinder. Plus, people can do more than just hurt each other. They can help each other heal too. The sight of your smile is extraordinarily healing, in fact. It's okay that you don't know things. That just means you have that much more room to grow. I want to help you do that.
Mr. Masamune held out his hand to me. Oh, right. A handshake, an expression of friendliness. Okay. Nobody had ever told me that it was okay that I didn't know everything everyone else did. I had also never considered that it might actually have a positive side either. I'd always just been trying to be less naive. That's why I read every book the traveler bought, though they were mostly fairy tales. The books I read didn't really help my attempts to interact with the townspeople. I tried to explain, but they just laugh at me. I think I've been hoping someone would say something like this to me for a long, long time. It makes me feel so happy. Mr. Masamune is a super-duper nice person. Oh!
What is it?
I just thought of something.
Really? Will you tell me about it?
Sure. See, I always thought that it had to be so much trouble for you to break up fights and get everyone to stop messing around and stuff.
Well, I won't say it's not any trouble. Everyone sure does love dumping all their problems in my lap.
But at the same time, it made my heart feel all warm and tingly to see you do it. I wondered why that was for the longest time. Now I know it's because I got to see you being nice to people. I don't really understand when you say that it's your job, but I know you're always doing whatever you can for everyone. Thank you very much. At that, Mr. Masamune quickly turned around. Is something wrong?
Nothing. Just a tear in my eye, that's it.
What? Tears? Oh my gosh, what's wrong? Nanami, you have to help me! Mr. Masamune started crying all of a sudden, and I have no idea what to do! A poor salesman toils day and night, going door to door begging people to buy his product, but all he does is wear out his shoes. Then, one day his daughter thanks him for his hard work. Overcome with emotion, the father breaks down crying, or something like that. Wait, am I supposed to be the daughter?
I'm not a traveling salesman. I don't get it. Alright, well anyway, we're gonna end this video here. And I hope to see you in some of my future videos. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.